Serious issue. Anyway, hello everyone. I'm Zazubaar, and I'm not wearing the usual outfit today. Usually I wear the backwards Captain America hat with the shades and the varying geeky shirt. Now, while I'm wearing a geeky shirt today, all my shirts are geeky, so I really don't have a choice. I didn't want to wear the costume, so to speak, because this is a very serious problem I'm talking about today. And one that needs to be addressed very seriously, face to face, no jokes. There is a problem with modern pop culture that only uh, appeared to me just today. And it arose to me when I saw all of this stuff that's coming out of Comic Con, legendary stuff, for the new Godzilla movie, 2014 Gareth Edwards Godzilla movie. You can see the official poster right here. Now, that looks fucking awesome. I mean, look at that. It's fucking Godzilla. But with all this Godzilla stuff, with all this awesome Godzilla stuff coming out, I feel thrilled. My blood is pumping. But something very sad keeps holding back my excitement. Godzilla is my favorite fictional character. He deserves an amazing movie and an amazing marketing phenomenon. Just all this awesome stuff that's being paid tribute to him and his awesomeness and his creators. But there is something getting left behind that's very important to our modern pop culture situation and our modern human condition situation. There is a fictional character, a series of a type of fictional character who has been left behind by pop culture, who I feel, because we left him behind, because we left his people behind, we have lost a piece of our soul. It's really quite sad, and I spent about 25 minutes at work today crying over this problem. I just wanted to take a couple minutes out of your very busy day to talk to you about the modern Hollywood tragedy that is the Sleestack. I know, please don't start crying. I know that we are very, very sensitive about our feelings towards the Sleestack, but I feel like we have to face our problems and face our sadness with eyes forward, heads up, and address the problem for what it is. The Sleestacks have been forgotten by pop culture. And I think part of the problem is their downright embarrassing appearance in the 2009 version of Land of the Lost. And the Sleestacks deserve better. And I think that the Sleestack people they really took something right here, right in their cold heart. When that film came out and they were treated so poorly. I think the Sleestack people deserve a film and a tribute to them that will set the Sleestacks to becoming one of the most powerful forces in modern pop culture, because I truly feel that without the power of the Sleestack people behind us, that we truly have lost a piece of our soul. And I think that with a return of the Sleestacks in pop culture, we will find our souls again. And I just urge you to bring back the Sleestack. Please. For me, for our modern society, bring back the Sleestack. Because I think that the political turmoil we're in right now, the confrontations with the East, with North Korea and China and all that political bullshit, could be just softened with a little bit of Sleestack in our lives. Just a little Sleestack. Just not much. Just a little bit of Sleestack. And without the Sleestack, we truly have lost part of our humanity. And I think that if we continue to ignore the Sleestacks, that one day society will crumble. And I don't want to see that happen. And you don't want to see that happen. So I, Zazubaar, urge you to support the Sleestacks. How can you do that? Well, I'm too lazy to set up a Kickstarter, but there is one thing I can do, and I can form a plan to bring back the Sleestacks. And I want you to leave comments with your ideas on how we can bring back the Sleestack, and how we can bring back the rise of the Sleestacks, and bring back that piece of the human soul that we have lost. So here's my Sleestack plan. So, a lot of people in modern pop culture, that your Twilight fans, your Channing Tatum fans, they don't know what a Sleestack is, and that's the problem. They need to know what a Sleestack is. So here's my plan. We make a sequel to Twilight. We call it Twilight 5. Twilight 6. I don't fucking know. And we make a Twilight 6 that looks like a typical Twilight film. It has all the trappings of a Twilight film visually, in the trailer material and the poster material. But in every single piece of promotional art and trailer, we leave a little hint for those of us who know the wonder of the Sleestack. And we leave a little hint in each trailer that this film will be the first step in bringing back the Sleestack. So we leave, say, a Sleestack claw mark on a tree in the background of a Twilight poster. On a big Twilight banner with all the werewolves and the shirtless dudes and the pretty men and the not so attractive women running at the camera really shittily. In the background, very tiny in the tree line, we have nothing else but a triumphant Sleestack. Just walking slowly at the camera, knowing that no matter how fast it walks, it's coming back, and it's going to come back hard. Then, when the film finally is released, first 5 minutes of the movie are a normal Twilight movie picking up where whatever the fuck the story left off. Bella's a hooker in Las Vegas. Edward's a pimp. And their hell-child daughter is a waitress or whatever. And we see each of them get murdered by a shadowy, slow-moving figure with this shadow and this sound. And that's it. And then after that 5 minutes, when only Bella remains, only the chick remains, she's in the corner covered in blood, and she looks up, and the camera pans up to nothing but a triumphant Sleestack. And then what do? The Sleestack walks off frame into the light, and then looks back, and whatever structure they were just in explodes, killing Bella. The Sleestack walks to the camera, grabs the camera, addresses the audience, and says, "We're back," in the Sleestack voice. And then that's the end of the movie. It's a 5-minute movie, very easy. And then we have a series of Sleestack movies. Series upon series of just nothing but Sleestacks, just doing Sleestack things. For example, we have Sleestack 2, The Wrath of Sleestack. Sleestack 3, Sleestack Takes Manhattan. Sleestack 4, The Voyage Back to Sleestack. And then finally, Sleestack 5, Sleestack versus Zombie. And then we go to a spin-off series of Sleestack versus movies, with Sleestack versus Zombie being the first. Then we do Sleestack versus Werewolf. Then we do Sleestack versus Vampire. And then we finally conclude it with Sleestack versus Bigfoot. And in that film, the Sleestacks will align themselves with the Sasquatches, all culminating in one final epic called the Sleestack Wars, in which the Sleestacks assert their dominance over the Sasquatches, and there is a small civil war going wrong. And then one Sleestack named Bob finds himself as the only suitable leader for this alliance and ends the war by forcing a coup. And this Sleestack Bob asserts himself as the emperor of the Sleestack Sasquatch Empire. And then they turn their sights to the human world. And the Sleestack and Sasquatch Empire spreads, conquering first the West Coast, then the Midwest, then Middle America, then the East Coast, then Europe, then Asia, and then finally they return home, having finally asserted their dominance over the world. The Sleestacks and the Sasquatches have asserted their dominance and have taken in the humans as pets. And the Sleestaks, growing tired of the Sasquatches taking up space and having some form of equality, set forth a plan to form a genocide of all Sasquatches. And the Sleestaks form a biological agent that wipes out all Sasquatches, leaving them, the humans, as pets. So they wipe out all the Sasquatches, so it's only Sleestaks and humans. However, the Sleestaks figure out one thing. They can't come out during the day. Sleestaks are nocturnal. So, when they wiped out the Sasquatches were doing all their dirty work during the day. They were doing all their shit at night, or in the shadows. So, the Sleestaks can't operate during the day. And over decades, their human pets began to grow stupid. But, as the Sleestaks become lazy and complacent, hundreds of years later, the humans begin to rise up. And the humans take down the Sleestaks. And they take back their planet now. Hundreds of years later, evolution has fucked them over. And then only one Sleestak remains. The original Sleestak who killed the Twilight Cast. And he looks down at his hands, covered in blood, and just cries. And walks away from the camera with the sad Hulk music playing. Human Empire restored. He is the last living Sleestak. He doesn't know what to do. And it's a cycle. A human world with one remaining Sleestak. And then our series ends. I would like you to put that plan into consideration and think about it. And please leave a comment commenting on my plan for the revival of the Sleestak. And if you have any further ideas that we can help bring back the Sleestak. So please, I urge you, comment on this video and just support the Sleestak. Sleestaks unite.